Okay, vendors.
Hold on. I'm a-coming. I gotta look over that and ask you guys questions, but I have to look at it. Oh, gosh, I'm so
Actually, let's do the minutes first. Minutes. Everybody read the minutes?
Yes. Motion.
Did you read the minutes?
Can I see this?
Well, you quickly look at that while I figure out what these people from New York actually want to do. In case I have a question for the committee. Because they say they have their own generator. That alone makes me nervous.
So moved.
Fruit is washed
Second.
on site.
Approved. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Yes, you are official now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's-
I'm gonna have to learn the language.
Yep, we did get informed by the selectmen that that Rhoda is official member of the committee.
I have to be sworn in.
So now you have or you have not?
I have to call the clerk's office to
Yeah,
do that.
that's all right.
Okay.
It still counts though.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, now that I have you, at the moment we have 110 vendors. And when I was redoing my paperwork, a lot of the food vendors have letters, not numbers. So that gives us a total of 120 spots.
125.
So we have 10 more people that could fit in, which is super cool. Now, this vendor's from New York. They say they have their own generators. What is this?
What are they doing?
I'm looking. Sweet Crunch Tanghulu? Tanghulu is strawberries, grapes, blueberries, mandarin, oranges, blackberry, raspberry, raspberry twice? Cherry, subject to availability. Fruit brought on site in cooler bag at 40 cool degrees with ice packs. Fruit, wow. Thought I had to use spell check. Fruit is washed off-site, skewered on-site, then twirled over a boiling sugar and water mix to apply a candy shell which hardens as it cools, ready to serve once shell is hard. Well, we don't have any of those. So,
I'm concerned about the generators.
yeah. Their food certification is up to the Board of Health. Not sure where it's coming from. It doesn't say, but it's in the guy's name. Certificate of training for allergens. Issue of date. Really? Oh, valid for 2 years. So,
Are there any other
Yes,
vendors that have generators?
How many sites do they need? One?
one site, 10 by 10. They're going to use a tent.
Okay.
Their food?
So do we have
weird.
room? Do we have room for them on Pleasant Street without, so that they can use power from the panel and not a generator?
I think you and I will have to look at the map with
Because
all my food vendors. Because, believe it or not, this is an organized mess. Food vendors. We have I'm looking at what would be going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could go anywhere. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15 vendors going up there. Now you're going to tell me how many trailers. 1, 2 trailers, 3 trailers. Fire department. Oh, they have their own space. 4 trailers. We have 4 trailers. The cookies, I can spread them a little bit. The cookie people, they could always go on Depot Street maybe, or on Main Street if need be. Not too far from the food, so we could move them over.
They don't need electric, right?
Cookie people, no.
Okay.
At the moment, we have 1, 2, 3. We have the Cub Scouts that has 2 spots, but we use your generator. BVT Robotics goes with Harry's. Hills Home Market needs electric. Ernie needs electric. He has 2 sites. Tater Tots have 2 sites. And another person needs electric. We're not doing too bad on electric so far.
All right, so we'll have to figure them out on a site where they can plug into the panel and no generators. I can't put generators up.
All right, so we will figure that out and here's her stuff. Oh, no, that went in John's direction, so, okay, that's why that's
Okay.
there.
What else? Vendor-wise.
Chop, chop.
I think we throw something at them, but we're on tape. All right, so, otherwise, but I have 1 pending, waiting to hear if they've turned in their Board of Health form. I left a message, so waiting for them to call back. Otherwise, I think we're actually doing very, very well on vendors.
Okay, vendors.
You said that.
I had a meeting with the fire department today. They asked for a list of the food vendors so that they could call them for inspections of their setup. They also gave me I guess there was, somebody had issue with the way that vendors came in and off the street last year. I guess there was some confusion there. There kind of was, because they had the streets blocked off and they wouldn't let vendors in certain parts of the street. So they came up with, the fire department / police department came up with a traffic plan, okay, for vendors, where they come in at the Cook store. It's kind of what we've been doing.
Cook Street?
Where they come in at Cook Street only and exit at the Mechanic Street entrance, or up Depot Street to park up in the municipal center parking lot. However, here's what caused.
I'm trying to write as fast as I can.
Now, they had asked, we made some modifications to this that they're gonna make, and they had asked that we send this out with your vendor packet when you email them, telling them how to get into the event. Right? When you send out the vendor packet,
You'll have to scan that, and because I email everybody, I don't.
well, she's gonna send it to me electronically, so. yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, anyway, all right, so we made some changes to it, but then I realized that there's a couple more changes that probably should have to make. It says all vendors must be off Main Street by 5 o'clock. I think that's a little early. 5:30 is probably more like it.
Yes.
Right? Okay?
Some people try very hard to get out of there,
I
and some
know,
are
but
fast,
they really-
some are not.
It's an hour, an hour is a little tight because we run till 4. An hour is hard. So we're
I mean,
gonna.
also,
Huh?
the other issue is we've literally been not able to clear the street. We can't clear the street until the trucks are gone.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to find those guys, move the trucks, get them out, so.
Yeah, well, we're trying to organize, that's part of this, though, is to organize that so that those trucks get out of the way.
Right.
All right, so, but we're going to make a recommendation that we change the street, that time from 5 o'clock to 5:30. Okay? But then they also say that, like, the access for vendors is from 6 to 8, no entry after 8. That's true, except for entertainment, right?
Wait,
No.
Wait, I have on all my forms, they can still come in, but their vehicles have to be moved by 8:30.
30.
They're asking us to change rules when we've already had them in place and sent out to all my 100 and something vendors. Happens every year. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna change from 6 AM to 8:30? Oh, no. Yeah. No entry after 8:30.
Okay, Mary, this is a green light.
Okay, because I was wondering, because she has felted items, hand felted wool, but, I mean, making green cards don't count for me unless you are making the paper, because that's not an old-fashioned craftsman.
She's going to do needle felting. That's what the sticky note says.
Okay, that's an old craft.
Yep.
Okay.
So she's all set. I'm going to find out what times.
You wrote down her information to contact her?
I just emailed her.
All right.
And then, sorry, back to this.
Yes, we have to finish this.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna change the vehicle access from 6 AM to 8:30.
All right, what my form states is that,
Yeah, you'll get your turn.
I'm looking to
because-
see if you happen to have the
because
rules on you.
Entertainers are gonna
I have a
have to
blank one.
figure out a way to get in here.
Nope, I'm looking for the listing of rules. Six, they have to be checked in. All right, vendor sites must be set up and all vehicles removed from no later than 8:30 a.m. It doesn't say what time they have to come in through the barricade.
Okay.
So
all right,
you want to
let's
leave it at 8? Okay,
And then no entry after 8, and then they have to get rid of their cars by the 8:30.
right, okay, so
Right,
that will
okay.
go,
All right, so that's good. All right, but we are going to ask them to change it from all vendors must be off Main Street by 5:30, because the road reopens at 6 o'clock, so 5:30 works. They came up with this because we did have an issue last year, but the issue wasn't with vendors really. The issue was with entertainers, because if you remember, we had to go up to the other thing and get them to open it because they would not open it. They got the road barricaded by big trucks. They didn't want to open the road to let entertainers drive up to the stage. Do you remember?
Yes, yes, I do.
So we have to come up with some kind of a solution for that. All right. Now,
Yeah.
here's my question.
Okay.
The entertainers that drive up to the, I get where they have to drive up to main stage and they drive up to the back of the stage. Do we have that same problem at the other stage?
No.
Why?
The only other stage it would be, well, for stage C,
Yeah.
it's not an issue because they can go park in the post office. And they just
okay.
get access. So that's
Alright.
a non-issue. For stage B, second stage, I think they're just unloading. I think they're coming in and parking behind the truck and unloading
All right.
because there's no detour. That's the issue, is that traffic is coming out on Route 16 and it's getting detoured and they have nowhere to go.
Mhm.
So they can't stop and unload. The police is moving
Okay.
them along.
So we're going to have to come up with a plan then. Your entertainers are going to have an entertainment pass.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we hand to the police department that lets them in that barricade.
wait.
But
The barricade is there for safety, so they have it so no vehicle can squeeze through the barricade.
Okay. So
We need to come up with another solution. It's too hard to move the big trucks.
they're not going to move the truck multiple times a day. That's
No.
No.
Yeah.
So what they did last year is, I think they just pulled it up 5 feet to let a car behind, right? To let a car squeeze through. Is that what they did? I don't totally remember.
Or, how about we go in through the drive-through lane of,
That's where Bear's parking now.
yeah, but he pulls all the way up. If he pulls all the way up, then,
To the street?
huh?
He pulls all the way up to the street?
No, he pulls all the way up to the wall. And then when you do that, you can drive by. We had blocked it off with cones.
Is that gonna present an issue when we get 4 cars of one band? Three cars, 4 cars?
Well, but you're gonna have them behind, the car's gonna be behind the stage, right?
Yeah, we know there's enough space back there, we've done it before. And so I'm wondering, is there enough space with Bear's truck?
Okay,
Plus 3 cars
again,
for the band.
Bear's truck, when he pulls it all the way up, and I have to remind him to do that.
Yeah.
But when he pulls it all the way up, it's out of that road. It's out of the lane.
It is. So
Yeah.
you can fit a car through there.
Yeah.
And then where do those other cars go, though? I don't remember it, because I can't visualize, I mean, I guess I can pull up on maps.
The driveway for, because we set up the stage, and we set it up so that the driveway, it just passes the driveway, so the Bear has his truck there. But then what happens is he drives it right up to the wall that they have here, like this. And if he drives it right up to the wall, the drive-through can drive right by that. There's enough room there. Because the drive-through is 2 lanes.
Okay.
Okay, and when Bear pulls all the way up,
So Bear parks here.
yes, okay, and this is actually 2 lanes.
This is what they're
There's a lane
talking
that
about.
goes
You
here,
got the
Yeah.
bank.
right up to the building, and there's another lane that goes right
Webster
here.
first.
So when Bear pulls
Then
up
here's their
there,
drive-through.
you can actually go right by
And
him.
here's
And
our
then just have
sound
cars
guy.
have.
So, and here's our
So he
stage.
takes his
Park
truck and
So
drives it
they're
right up to the wall.
entertainers
Yes.
coming in through
Yes,
the
but so
drive-through and
what I'm asking
parking
is,
behind the
Are
main
we gonna be able
stage.
to fit
okay.
All right.
3 cars, 4 cars here?
All right, that makes
And then
sense.
get the.
Well, no, because I use this.
I know.
Yeah.
So where are they gonna go?
They're gonna go behind the stage. Why can't they just drive out behind the stage?
Oh, I see. You want them to come in this way and go behind the stage.
Is that,
Is the stage far enough forward?
Hmm?
Is the stage far enough forward?
Well, we can make sure it is.
I want to make sure that all entrances are blocked.
Okay, except that we still gotta have a way to get a car behind the stage. So we have to figure that out. Because they're carrying equipment,
Okay.
yeah.
But there's the main stage in the way anyway, if someone decide to go in through the drive-through and try to get onto.
He can't, yes, he can't run down the street and get people, because if
All right.
he can drive down behind the stage, but in order to get to people, he's gotta drive through the stage. Can't do that.
Okay.
And so, and then the other thing is that in order, if
And then there's Bear.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm comfortable with that then.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at it and make sure the placement's gonna work. But yeah, I think.
Well, I'm gonna have to get
I think
I'm gonna
yes.
have to get them to change this plan so that we can get,
And then
There's
Yeah.
the bank.
they ban
Oh,
cars
that's
will
okay.
have to
Pull
exit
up
back.
in here, right?
And there's
Out
the
through the
stage. So they
drive-through?
would go behind there.
no.
Bear is
Oh,
hidden
no,
right
okay.
there.
They,
Bear has
they
a
should
white
be able to
van
exit
right
out,
there.
exit out
He
the
should pull
spot
up
barricade.
further.
Not if it's barricaded with the truck.
But they have to leave room so that we can squeeze a car out to the far right.
So I'm just thinking here, if there's already room to squeeze a car through, why do we have to go through the issue of driving through the drive-through?
Because it's a detour and it screws them up.
Okay, so they don't want to deal with.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But if a car coming out is different than a car trying to go in.
You want to ask?
Huh?
You want to ask if it?
We're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah. Because we need to get, that was an issue that we had to work out on the fly last year, and that's what caused this whole thing.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the big, huge trucks and tractors or whatever barricading all entrances.
Yes.
It will. It
Now,
will.
that also
We're
brought
talking
up.
about just
it
enough
also
space
brought
to
up-
squeeze a car through.
There's another
At
question.
2 miles an hour, right? So tight that you can
That's
just.
if the good people.
They're gonna.
There's another question. Where Harborough sets up.
Yes.
Because the auto show goes up on the dirt driveway, right?
Yeah.
Okay? All the auto cars are on the dirt driveway, auto show cars. What goes in that Extremont road for cars?
On the easement of the parking spaces is the cars,
What cars?
Harborough cars. They
How
bring
many?
3,
Okay,
and, let me finish, and in the driveway that goes into, there is their pickup truck that they give away a lot of small pumpkins that everyone loves, and then there's the vendors, of course, up and down the street. But
Okay.
there's nobody in that dirt driveway beyond that. Even the rest of all the Z-Mart is open.
okay, well, we were told by the fire department, now they want that open. They're gonna block it with a fire truck.
What?
And, yeah, yep.
Can they tell us this like months ago?
Well, I had a meeting today, and they told me today.
Yeah, but how long ago did they know this?
Okay, so what happened is that they're gonna block that with a fire truck because it's an access to the event. So they
Oh, I get that.
So they have to block that road,
This one.
okay?
Well, why can't they put their fire truck further up on the dirt path?
Yeah. Well, they're gonna put their fire, they wanna know, that's why they wanted to know how many of the parking spaces in Extremont's parking lot, the ones that are right under the banner, how many are we using?
Oh, that's good.
John, you got a better picture? Can you turn it this way? Okay, there we go. See the sign and see those cars next to the grass spot?
Yeah.
I usually put 3 or 4, Harborough puts 3 or 4 cars there.
Okay.
And they're in the parking space area.
Why don't we
Okay,
fill the rest?
so, right, that's where we put the Octoberfest banner,
Yep.
Yes,
right? So-
yes.
So you're gonna use 3 or 4
Right. No,
spaces?
yes, no more than that.
Okay,
And they
And in
want it
the-
full.
huh?
They want it full.
They actually don't want any there, but we're gonna negotiate, okay? So,
Because I don't know where else would we put them.
no, yeah, you're gonna use, so let's say that you use the first 3 spaces, car spaces, right?
Well, all right, one of the spaces where, when you're pulling in, their tent goes on the street.
Yep,
And then just beyond the sidewalk, they have a truck with the back facing the street because they give away pumpkins and then they
but
bring,
they're parked in a parking spot.
yes.
Okay,
And then there's 3 cars. I'll tell them to bring no more than 3. So that's 4 spaces.
okay.
Can they park the fire truck?
They wanna park it in the mouth of that road so that nobody can get by that fire truck, okay? Now, so the fire truck's gonna be parked about where that truck is.
Okay, so I have their truck, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they're going to be there and go backwards.
Well, they're gonna want, if they wanna pull that truck out, they're gonna pull it out forward. But, so, and they can, because they can get by these if they're parked like spaces.
Yeah, but I have vendors all the way up here.
Well, we know that, but vendors can be moved. They get that, okay? So yes, we're gonna use the first parking space, the first 4 parking spaces here, and then they can have the rest of it.
Do you know, is this Is this to have a vehicle nearby,
There you are.
or is this to be
Both.
a blocker, or is it
Both.
50/50?
We
It's
gotta
gonna
go
be
far.
both.
See
Because
that?
one thought is, if this is just about blocking that space, could we coordinate with our antique show, car show?
Yep, okay.
And arrange
So
them?
their
Nope,
truck would be
they
up to
can't-
here.
nope,
Then they
can't
could
re-
have
they-
3
They
cars.
don't rely on,
And then from the truck and
non-town
back,
vehicles to do the
they
block.
can put the
Okay.
fire
Yeah.
We're
truck.
trying to block this
Because
road.
they
I
wanna be able
get
to
that.
control
That's very smart.
The entrance,
Yes.
right?
I
Not,
love that.
You could turn
you
the
know,
fire
if
truck
it belongs
into
to a
touch
person, they can decide they want to go home at 12 and then
Okay.
the event's open. Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you can contact them, that sounds perfect, because that's an area we have never had blocked, and I agree that we should.
Yeah, so, okay. So we're gonna use, we need the first forced parking
Yes,
spaces.
please. Yes, please, yes, please.
Okay.
Here you go. Just kidding.
Are you making it pretty, John?
Maybe not pretty.
I don't know, I didn't know what you were doing.
We just got an email that just came in that someone in town wants to sponsor
Forward
the
it to
event.
me.
Ooh, wants to sponsor an event?
Homeowner and a small business owner wants to
All right,
sponsor the event.
so anything else, any other questions, concern, comments on the traffic plan?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, let's continue down the fire department wish list.
Oh, there's more.
So,
Of course there's more.
They've requested, now, this is actually joint police and fire, but the fire department are the town safety officers, so that's why we're dealing with them. Okay? Anyway, so they want us to advertise where our parking is gonna be. So I'm gonna make a list of where parking is available, and then, you know, like we get the Council on Aging is gonna let us use their minivan.
Ooh, we got a driver?
Yeah, we got a driver, so the minivan is gonna shuttle back and forth to like the school parking lot and all that stuff, so I will write that up and send it to you so that you can post that.
Okay.
All right?
Yep. And the Soldiers Field and all the,
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do
That
all
was
that.
Yeah,
actually
'cause
part of
there's
Steve's
also an
report.
upper, St. Dennis.
Steve's reached out to the Soldiers Field people. He didn't say he heard back yet, but he's informed them that, you know, we're gonna advertise that up for parking again.
okay.
All right? So
What else?
the fire department wants a copy of the map the day before the event.
Okay.
Okay. I gave them a preliminary copy, you know, a week or so before the event so that they can get a look at it. They're particularly interested in where the food vendors are.
Okay.
Okay. And then they asked that we send a copy of that thing that I'm going to have them modify out with the vendor package so that the vendors know where
Okay.
they're. And then,
How far before they want the map?
what was that?
How far ahead of Oktoberfest would they like the map?
Well, the day before the, or a week before for
Okay.
a preliminary. Mostly the food vendors is what they care about,
Okay.
okay? And then
Bless you.
they asked if we can post some general type stuff like, you know, call 911 if a vendor has an issue, or she's gonna ask her, give me a couple of other phone numbers for lost children. And then she had suggested, wait a minute, there was one other, I don't remember what it was. Whatever, that was probably it.
Do you want to make a lost and found? We have at the minutes,
Yeah, the
that booth.
the admin table is going to be the lost and found, and it's going to be the lost child thing.
Or lost parent.
Yeah, or the lost parent. We're gonna, yeah. They also asked, mostly comes from the police department, please don't let anybody sell weapons, whether they be toy or real. knives, silly string, or caps, or skateboards, or, you know, stuff that we don't have. We have a whole, I told her, we have a whole list, and, you know, sometimes they'll put out things that they know that we don't want out, and when we catch them, we make them pull them back in. Yeah.
Right, no skateboards, no caps, no weapons of any kind.
She said that it probably would be helpful for food vendors if we mentioned to them that their site will be inspected sometime during the morning when they set up. Yeah. Then we, vendors with cooking oils and fats have to have a Class A fire extinguisher and a ABC fire extinguisher. Have to have both. Okay. Ones that don't have fats or oils just have to have an ABC if they're cooking with heat of some type. Okay. Any propane
Hold
tanks?
on, please. Okay, ran out of room. Whew. Okay.
That's the one I do.
Propane tanks have to be in some kind of a device where they cannot flip over. People usually throw them in a milk crate to make sure that they don't flip over.
ABC extinguisher if electric only, right?
If they use heat that is not fats and oils, then they need an ABC extinguisher. You know, like a guy that's selling cookies doesn't need a fire extinguisher.
No, but the fruit kebabs.
Yes, because they're
We
using
need
some type
an
of heat.
ABC.
Yeah, yeah.
How do I put that? All propane in or on?
Propanes have to be secured upright so that they will not tip over.
Wow. No wonder you didn't come home and pick me up. Okay. Anything else? Of course there is.
Bunch of things for me.
Page 2.
That's about it.
Most of these are common sense, but it makes sense that they go on the vendor street listing. And since I give them their listing 2 weeks prior, they should have time to go figure it out.
Yeah. Now, there's other things that we put on there too, like the ones that need electric have to have a 100-foot cord that's 20 amp and, you know, that type of stuff. So what we'll have to look at the vendor packet that you send out, and I'll make sure it has, you know, it contains the stuff the fire department asked for.
Make sure you remember, because I have a 20 amp 150 foot
Yeah, so
outdoor cord.
So when you figure out the whole vendor package note that you're gonna send out,
Sure.
just let me look at it first so that I can
Okay.
make sure it encompasses everything the fire department asked for.
That'll work.
All right. Okay,
Anybody yet?
Oh, yes.
so we covered that. Anything else on street and logistic parking stuff? No.
I don't think so. I'm thrilled we have the shuttle for the schools.
I use it every year. It's handy when I'm lugging 3 kids in a stroller.
Not this year, you're not.
No, you're right.
Okay,
She closes at 6, just saying. It's dark then.
actually, I have to run to the men's room, so I have to take a break.
Okay,
Let's take a 5-minute break.
take 5.
Time out.
Potty break.
Okay, I have to make copies of those so I can mail those checks. So did you contact the leather person?
No, but I will.
Because they're all set with me. They just need to know when they're on stage.
They have a vendor spot,
They will be.
then I don't want them on stage. They're gonna do their thing at the,
You said that if they demonstrated on
no,
stage.
no, no. At their spot. No, I don't have time. I can't put them on stage all day. I don't have the time to put all these people on stage. So he can, I want them to do it at their booth. But I will, do you have an email address for me for him?
I can't wait till third week of December. That's when everything is done. Okie dokie dokie dokie. When, oh, they were recent. Oh, let's check this. 101. Okay. Ready? Oh, here. Much easier for you.
Vendors,
Don't start.
I mean, entertainment.
M. Bentley.
Melissa, Benchley.
Yeah. All right. So I can reach out to her and say they can still demonstrate in their booth because stages are full.
I'll email her.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Doesn't come from me.
Can you give me an email? I'll give this back to you in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, entertainment.
Wait. So if they're demonstrating in their booth, it's still waived?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will ask for 2 times during the event for them to demonstrate
Yep.
Oh, in their booth. Super
in their
cool.
booth, and then we'll post it. So at these times, you can go watch needle felting, leather working.
Perfect.
There'll be-
Okay.
Yeah, and then yes, their fees are waived. So can you save me 2 more vendor spots? Because I have 2
Pending? Sure.
Now, let me ask this question
Yes.
about these guys. Do they require any heat or electric?
Not so far.
Shouldn't, because it should be handcraft.
Leatherwork is probably handcraft, right?
Yes, it is.
Needle felting is handcraft.
Yeah.
One is a garden artist. That's dirt. And one is handmade brooms.
Oh, there's your brooms.
There's my brooms.
I don't know. I have a potential sawmill guy that I did not call, if anybody would like to call him.
Give it to John.
Yeah, I'll take it. Can you email it to me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so if we do get in somebody that does require electric or heat or fire or something like that, we're gonna have to know that right away, so that
Yeah,
we can.
I think if it's electric, it's outside the scope of
Right.
this. I can't envision anything that's electric that
Oh, yeah.
would be
It's
traditional
modern.
handcrafts.
Yeah.
And then heat, I mean, the only thing I can think of is like, we talked about like a forge.
Or a
something like
tinsmith or something.
Tinsmith,
Yeah.
right, but,
Yeah, well, yeah.
yeah, but I'll let you know, that way. All right, entertainment, I emailed you, an as of right now schedule, you have that. Schedule's still coming together, maybe 80-90% full.
So somewhere along the line, you're gonna start funneling me contracts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You'll have them at the very latest on the day of the event.
Okay. Glad I don't do that.
What else? I have a tentative student to work sound on stage B,
Nice.
an FHS kid who does sound. He does all the audio tech stuff at FHS. So fingers crossed he pans out. I emailed Whittier's for corn stalks, and I'm waiting to hear back from them.
Corn stalks?
Yep,
For decoration.
for decorations. I
How many hay bales did we decide on? How many hay bales do we want?
I'm looking at the entertainment guy.
I thought you ordered them already.
No, I didn't. I mean, if
I mean, you normally get,
Yeah, but
we put two
all
or
we can
three.
get, you want 100?
No,
Yeah.
2 or 3 per stage.
Well, so 20, 25? 25?
2, 4.
25, that's what we got last year.
Great.
Okay. Too many? Or is that
I
good?
don't know.
Well,
'cause
it was
they
too
didn't
many
move.
last year because we didn't put them out. They just stayed in the pile all day.
Well, main stage needs a couple so that you can put 2, one on top of another, because it's a big stage, it's
Yeah.
higher up.
Yeah, I think 25 is enough. We just gotta get them distributed,
It's just
you
ridiculous.
know?
Moved with a truck or a trailer or something.
Yeah.
I think that, no, what Steve was saying, he's gonna borrow a trailer from his neighbor.
Yeah, you might have something to do that. I emailed the Douglas Youth Soccer president about the soda jerk, and he said the timing was perfect because they actually have their board meeting tonight.
Mhm.
He would pitch it to the board meeting tonight to run, to staff the soda jerk all day. And that's at a 50-50 split after expenses.
Yeah, so are we waiting for them to approve it or,
I think he's pitching the idea,
okay,
and hopefully I'll get an answer, you know, if the board meeting's tonight, hopefully get an answer tomorrow for that.
It'd be nice if he emailed you right after the meeting,
Yeah.
hoping for the best.
what else? Anything?
I think that's about it.
Oh, does anybody have an answer of how much those flags are from Steve?
I didn't.
He's brought the paperwork twice and it's just never
Yeah,
come up.
because
Can
we're-
someone
we're-
text
The
him?
shark fin flag posts, right? Is that what we're talking about?
The vertical flags?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we wanted to put some at, where? At Soda Jerk? Where did we want them?
The flags.
Beer garden.
Beer garden. So beer flag. Ticket flag.
Ticket booth? Yeah. Or
Could do an administration.
admin?
Do we need them at the restrooms or not?
I don't think so. We have a sign that points out there, and if we, as long as we put them in the same spots that we've been putting them, we don't usually have a problem. It's when
Okay.
people go over to the spot where it's supposed to be, because it's been there for 20 years, and you know, somebody like Don Marchand puts it over here and hides it, and they can't find it.
So then we all move it, okay.
So they get used to it when we, you know, if we put it in the same spot it's always been, then, yeah.
So that's 3 flags.
So, beer garden, ticket booth, admin tent, soda jerks.
Soda. Sure.
And then we just gotta get prices on them.
Text Steve, maybe he'll have an answer for us tonight.
He's at work now, he can't take,
Oh, okay.
okay. All right,
Thank you.
anyway, Steve has a, did send me a report. Steve report. Okay, here's Steve's updates. Race car, he confirmed, it's confirmed. Gary, the same car as last year and the same guy as last year. Tim Gallagher confirmed that he took Friday off from work to help us out on Friday setup.
Who? Who's that?
The soda jerk equipment,
But Tim Gallagher, he's the
Oh,
one who's
yeah,
been helping
yeah.
us for
Yeah.
quite a while, and he's very good.
Yep, he's awesome. He's a great guy.
yeah, so he's gonna be on the crew to set up the day
Is he gonna
before.
be there Saturday?
He'll be there Saturday.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, soda jerk equipment, purchased OxyClean powder and some small brushes and cleaned it all up. Did the initial dismantling and cleansing this weekend, but he needs to run a second dose with hot water later this week. him and I actually met at the Scout Hall and went through the inventory of supplies needed for the soda jerk thing. So we ordered those. We ordered the flavors that we were missing, cherry and vanilla and, that type of stuff. Volunteers, he's reached out to the 8th grade advisor, the 9th grade advisor, and the 10th grade advisor. They're waiting for responses back. And a Sutton High School student reached out that wanted to volunteer. And he said, well, we want you, spread the word, and have all your friends come help too. so there you go. And then he ended this off with, Rhoda has a contact for a possible cleanup help after 4, as well as general pickup of papers and trash from surrounding properties.
So that's the Alyssa that runs the town cleanup.
Mhm.
She also reached out to the high school. I guess he did too. The high school said that their students are pretty maxed out. A bunch of kids are already signed up through other organizations so far, but they will see if they can get any more. So that lead, I guess, is dried up.
Yeah, that actually happens when you're trying to reach out. They've already committed to another organization. So
Right.
yeah.
I also mentioned this to Steve through email about creating a sign-up genius. It's like online, so the public can sign up for volunteering instead of everyone bugging Steve. But I guess he needs to be here to, if that's an option.
Larger than life parade.
I have the Wagner twins.
Yeah,
They are going to do 2 puppets.
2 puppets.
They are so excited.
Are they?
Yeah.
We weren't sure how many total costumes we have that need
Well, I actually have 8.
8.
Um,
Okay.
So I'd like to have at least 4 out there. So
Can you get your guy for the stilts?
Nope.
Nope.
Our king cannot do it. I talked to Trudy because I had to drop off the We Are Closed Street, and I mentioned that she said her kids are very excited to be in the parade, and I said, that's great. We have 8 puppets. If they could manage to get more, we'd love 4, we'll take more. And she was going to reach out because her kids belong to a drama group or something in Whitensville.
I also emailed the same drama group. 'Cause
There you go. Maybe we'll get an answer.
I have not heard back from them yet, though.
So
the Whitney Community Center.
What'll happen is if we get a couple more interested, we'll have to arrange some part where they can try them on and play with them a bit before that day. That would, it would help.
Right. Are they heavy? Or are they
No,
No, they're just tall.
Ish.
ish?
They're not heavy for an adult
Okay.
or for a
well,
high
they're not
school
heavy. They're not heavy for anybody that's over the age of 12.
Depends on how big they are.
Yeah, 13, 14. Yeah.
The Wagner boys are taller than I am.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they'll be able to handle it.
They'll handle that just fine.
We had an issue. Some of the dance troupe girls who are a little smaller, lighter. They had a little bit hard time. But when we had the high school kids wear them, they were fine.
What about the dance sensation kids?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, those girls when they wore them, they weren't quite big enough.
Okay. They're not interested in helping. The older group, anyway.
They
Are
She
they
can't
already?
get them. Amy can't get the kids to do it
Okay.
because she can't even get them to come on and dance.
Oh, okay.
It's just like to be 15 and in town.
Have better things.
Yeah. No, they're embarrassed to. Yeah, they're embarrassed to be out.
Okay.
Wear a
for their
mask.
peers.
My 13-year-old just entered that stage.
All right, we have no king. So,
Now, we could, here's the problem with the king. Whoever does it has to be experienced with walking on stilts.
what happens if we get a lady to be a queen in a really cool flowing outfit? I have a crown at home for her. And she doesn't have to be on stilts. She just is the beginning of the parade. I mean, you'll be able to see she's a queen. So you just need an adult lady. Or a tall teenager.
It's just finding people. It's gonna
Yeah, I
be-
know.
Are you interested in hiring a stilt walker, or? 'Cause I have come across one when I was doing my event over the summer, but they were a paid entertainer.
Find out how much.
Okay, I'll look into that.
And find out what, how long we have them for that amount of time.
Right, how long? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything from the Witches of Sutton?
I'm looking at you.
Me. Witches of Sutton, no.
That's me.
He was doing
That's
them.
you.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong person.
Like, we're not
Looking
Looking at you.
Yes, waiting to hear about the parade. And then
Okay.
we'll reach out to you.
We can't wait too long because they're gonna book up.
The Star Wars people
Okay,
have not got back
well,
to me.
beer garden's all set, Greater Goods online.
Wait a minute. I can only write so fast.
Soda concession is taken care of, country road.
Oh, shoot.
Did Adam Wagner get in touch with you about the electrical box?
Balances are all taken care of,
Did you hear about it? Electrical box? Did Wagner?
good.
Good. Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, yes, okay? We had, it had been a while, we had gotten a guy to come down, was supposed to look at it, supposed to give us a price, and waiting and waiting and waiting, shaking the tree, waiting for a price. He finally come back and gave us a price of $2,800. Now, I thought, I deal with contractors that do this stuff every day, and that's too pricey.
It's Spendy.
Yeah, I think he was trying to take advantage of the fact that we need it done soon, and whatever. So, I reached out to a local guy that I've known for a long, long time, Mike Boothby, and he said he will do it. He will do it for materials, cost of the materials, and the cost of the permit.
All right, good.
Okay, so he's going to meet with me and Lisa from the Jenks store over there next Tuesday, and scope it out and file for the permits and all that stuff. We're also going to probably try to, we'll have him look at the other job too, so that we can get that one done also, the one at the church.
Great.
We've got approval from the church to do it too, so all we got to do is just get an electrician to do the work.
Okay.
And cost of the materials, yeah,
Worth it.
it's worth it, yeah.
Great.
So, so that's the plan. So we should have electric done there. Both of those locations for the event. Prizes. We have a whole bunch of prizes. Okay. You've gotten them, okay?
I'm putting it in the minutes that John is being delivered or taking home the second batch.
That's you, right, Mary.
One second.
Oh. There you go. Mary.
Yep.
All right, so that, we have, we do have a few more prizes left to finish up, but I have a truck full of prizes for you again,
Hooray.
okay?
Oh, we got more coming to you.
Hooray.
You can take them home
Can
tonight.
I? Can I?
Yeah,
Thanks.
so.
The Smithsonian exhibit.
Yes, I've reached out to, Lisa Mazinski is in charge of that here for Douglas,
Okay.
okay? I've reached out to her for her marketing slash advertising stuff.
Okay.
You know, and she was gonna send that to me today, but she got involved with something else. So as soon as she sends that to me, I will forward it to you,
Okay.
okay?
I did go to their website, the museum on Main Street,
Mhm.
and I pulled a piece off of theirs for now, to post, but I can update that when,
Yeah, it'll be helpful when we find out, you know, exactly what Douglas has of that exhibit and stuff. And then I told her that we would advertise it on our website as part of some of our posts.
Okay.
Someone had asked on Facebook if it would be open during Octoberfest, and someone stated it would be.
yeah. Because that's what you had said originally, that they would be open.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. They do plan on opening it for Oktoberfest,
Okay.
so it'll be, you know, we'll be able to send people, we'll be able to include it as part of our program.
Okay.
Anything else?
Vacation. Oh, sorry.
I did send out the press release to local newspapers,
Yep.
to everyone I could find on,
Nice job on keeping us in people's faces. Yes, every day there's something new posted. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
thank you,
awesome.
I'm trying.
It's working.
Have a coffee. Okay, there you go.
I think it's good. We have a motion to adjourn.
Wow, that's a record.
Really? That's it? We're done? We got everything?
We did.
So moved.
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye.
Here.